Welcome back to another episode of our Singapore Biomechanics Workshop. Everything, anything that is about transforming newbies reach their potential. Today we will be introducing you to David, 53-year-old working executive, and we met him the first time at Tanamera Coast Road in one of our CRZ community free rides. This is where we invite everyone, anyone, regardless of your bicycle, to join us and have a free assessment, share some ideas, share some knowledge, perhaps pick up some training pointers on how to ride in a community. So after the assessment, you are more than welcome to book a session if you want to learn something new about your cycling. Okay, so this is David on his day one. So this is how he holds the bike when he's on the basically the hoods when you're cruising or you're climbing. So we're gonna make a before and after comparison, how he would be after the adjustments. Okay. So this is how David looks like when he's on the Aerobar. If you can see, his position is very, very, very comfortable. So if this was a session about comfortability, I think he's in the most comfortable position. So this is how he looks like based on comfort. And after the bike fit, this is how he looks like. Now you can push down, lift up, knees together. Knees together. Very nice. Just keep that going. We've transformed the way he rides. We totally reset his riding style and mannerisms. So this is the result. So now we're gonna be testing everything. So we've done the drills, the biomechanics. Our objective now is make a comparison of the before and after. So always remember what I mentioned to you. Biomechanics is about adjusting you now, right? The bike we can only do so much, just the handlebars and some angles. But this time, remember your core muscles. Yeah, that's it, huh? No more bending curve, okay? So this time the first step is we're gonna go to the big ring, small cog at the highest intensity to simulate a 10 to 12% grade climb. First, hold on to your hoods. Start climbing now. Okay, very good. Okay, very nice. Keep on climbing. Very good. Very nice. Just keep that going. When he is riding in TMCR, he would always be riding with a group of people, and this is for safety. So you notice now, the way he's holding the hoods is a little bit more stable. This angle is literally now on a right angle with his wrist. So it takes away the pressure on his wrist. This is also the same posture that he's going to be using when he is climbing. So right now, on a climb posture, he's now doing this. Now, let's make a comparison if you were on the Aerobar. Go to the Aerobar now. Very good. Knees together. Make sure that the knees are always together. Don't be in a hurry, okay? We're just testing the muscles now. Knees together. I can see the knee coming out. So whenever you're doing this drill, or when you're climbing, make an effort to keep your quads almost touching the top tube, because we need to activate the inner thigh muscles. Those inner thigh muscles are so powerful, you could literally feel them. So this is David's new, well, you can say time trial position. So if I focus now, he would look like that. Excellent work. Knees together, powerful quads, powerful hamstrings. The back literally is really, really powerful now, okay? So I'm just gonna point out certain muscles that we're trying to activate. This muscle, the lat muscles, okay? The biceps, and this one. Perfect. Okay. Very nice. Now, in a few moments, we're gonna go to the flats, okay? Let's simulate if you were on the flat terrain in TMCR, and let's see if you can sustain a time trial position with this new torque. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna change the setting now. We're gonna go to the flats and let's just see how David's body reacts with this new posture. Here we go. Ready, set. Don't go crazy, look forward. Okay, so this is the flats. Now you can push down, lift up, knees together. Knees together. Now, can we experiment wherein your hand goes all the way up to the aero bar? Higher? There you go. We're just gonna see. Okay, so this is just a little bit extreme where David is trying to create a fairing. This is just what the pros do, okay? But you're not gonna be doing this. But just in case you're in a high wind situation, what happens is that the wind will shield you with your aero helmet, okay? So these are the new postures that allows you to do in case you need it. I'm not saying that you're gonna be riding like this. So this one, literally, you can use this as trigger points to look at the road. On an ordinary time trial position, you can now lower this. There you go, okay? You will notice that the more that you lower it, the more that you go climb up, okay? Very nice. Okay, excellent work. Okay, we're not time trialing yet. We're just going. Now, can you go a little bit faster? I want to hear it. Very nice. A little bit faster. There you go. I want to hear that, okay? I want to hear it. Steady. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Don't move around. Steady. Easy now. Easy. 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 Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Okay, so this is what we call power and demand, okay? Let's see how fast you can recover. On my cue. Ready. Set. I'm gonna hold the handlebars. Set. Go, 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 go. Push down, lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's sprint number 2. Let's see if you can sprint again, because what we're trying to do is testing how fast you can recover. Knees together. Your right leg always has that. Okay, so I'm just gonna remind you. Now, what we're gonna do, just keep on riding. I'm gonna brake the wheel at the back. Brake. Stop pedaling. Stop. Okay. I'm just gonna show you how much torque you can produce now. So literally from 0 kilometers per hour to 50 kilometers per hour, okay? Hold on, Ready. On my cue. 5, add torque, Set, add torque now. Torque, go! Boom! 5, 4, 3, 2, done! Wow, did you feel that torque? That's torque, I know. Okay, stop pedaling, stop pedaling. So, steady, I know you twisted it, but okay. Rotate the pedals on the powerful position. I'm just trying to demonstrate this to you, that now you can recover fast, sprint, recover fast, simply by using new muscle groups, especially your core, okay? Same idea, on my cue. Ready, set, go, boom, come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Stay here, recover. You see how this one becomes more relaxing to hold now? You're not sliding forward. So literally, what's happening now, no more stress here that you used to have before. No more stress. Number 2, you can now have the ability to really push yourself backward to always activate your core. So before, your old style was like this. This time, yeah, it's like you're pushing yourself, not too much. Yeah, there you go, okay? In fact, on long rides, you can literally just put your hands here. Perfect. And then slide them back. There you go. So if you're in front and everyone's just spacing beside you, you can literally ride like this. Can you just ride like that? Start lifting up. Easy. Don't sprint. Yeah, go. There you go. I'm just going to look at it on this side. And then transition to the aero bar. Yeah, there you go. You feel that? When you do the core, the moment that you change the posture, totally changes, right? This is hard, I'm telling you, this is a little bit difficult. That's why our deal is, let's develop this posture until it becomes normal. But you know that this is activating your core.
Yeah.
Okay, done. Get off the bike. I'm just gonna fix whatever you destroyed here. But did you feel that core?
Yes.
That torque?
Yes. I was pulling the bars up.
Oh, okay. There you go. Don't slide.
The bars up.
Okay, done. Thank you very much. Oh.
I'm 53.
53 years old. You've been biking for how long?
I mean, back to road bike probably almost 2 years now.
2 years.
I mean, I've been cycling off and on since I was in my teens. I was cycling a lot during my school days, then started to work. I went overseas to work, and so I did cycle. When I came back, I started to cycle a hybrid again. So I was cycling hybrid for about a couple of years. So I had a track hybrid, so it was more upright position. But for the fun of it, I like to play with the science of riding. So I still put Aerobars on it. I played with positions. I played with the stem angle, stem height, seat height. Just to see if I can get myself more performance on a hybrid. I did it for a couple of years, then I kept seeing road bikes going, So I had a friend who I reached out, reconnected again a couple of years back, and he was into road bike. So I was like, all right, maybe I should get a road bike too. So I did get a road bike. I did a pre-fit with a bike fitter, so he gave me my measurements, what size frame I needed, kind of thing, and road bar width and everything. If you are unsure of your own sizing for bike, because different bike manufacturers have different sizing and it varies quite a bit, I feel that it is a small investment that will help you in the long run, rather than you buy a bike that's wrong size, either small or too big, then you don't like it, you have to sell, you have to buy another one, and go and forth, and you'll feel uncomfortable. If the bike is too big, you'll be all stretched out. If it's too small, you'll be all crunched. So both won't be comfortable when riding. So I decided to do a pre-bike fit with a bike fitter. He gave me my measurements. So from that idea, I started to build my bike up. So when I was riding even in my teens, I didn't have a drop bar. I had a drop bar. I cut the drop bar, I flip it around. It was a bullhorn, and I fitted Aerobars. That was so. When I went back to a post bike fit with the fitter again, it was a compromise because when the fit was done, I wanted a TT bike sort of setup, but I wanted a road bike comfort. Majority of the time, you are in an aero position, so your whole body will be based on an aero position.
Right.
And most TT riders will be riding alone, or at least two. So they're not like in a pace group where it's 8-10 riders. So they can be in an aero position. But the rides I do, unless I'm alone, then a lot of time I'll be in a TT position because I'm alone. But if I'm riding in a group with other road bike riders, they're all on drop bars. So I cannot be on the Aerobars in terms of safety. I need to be able to hold on, grab my brakes. So initially I had issues with the seat because the seat was not for me. So looked through that. And after that, once the seat issue was sorted out, it's okay. I started to ride, and I started to put on mileage onto riding. Although the fit was correct, I always felt that my power delivery was something was within me itself was not.
It's not maximized.
It's not maximizing. So I even went to do another readjustment again with Alan, just to see whether is there anything wrong with this setup again. And he said, no, it's all good. It's minor settings here and there, but he said basically it's all good. Yeah, because after a fit, as you ride, your body will adjust to it. Then I always feel that once that is done, then you sometimes your positioning or your more how you are in a position will get better. So I went back to him to do a readjustment to see whether has my position changed or has it improved that he can make any more changes to the bike that will
To adapt to your new posture.
correct. And to him, he said everything looks good. You know, there was a minor change, the seat wise, but there's not really many things that he could do. So in his view, it was good.
The bike fitting is
Good,
Okay,
you know.
Okay.
All right, and I agree, you know, because it's in terms of comfort wise and everything, I no issues with it.
Perfect.
So after that last fit, I discovered CRZ, your videos that you've been coaching in Singapore, and I started to watch the videos, and I started to watch especially the videos where you talk about the science of biomechanics in positioning, in how your hands are on the hood, how you as you ride, your body positioning, your how you use your core.
Okay.
And I started to look at how I write. I started to think about how I write. Then practice or try to remember what you teach and what you explain and use that and try in my own riding, solo riding, in positioning how my hands are on the hood, in the 90-degree position, how I sit, where I rest. Then I realized that one thing I realized that like when you instruct and coach people in the rest position or the recovery position where your hands are on the hood, when I noticed that when you set the riders up, their hands are all very relaxed. It's in a natural position. When I sit on my bike, I realized that because of the way my hood, my bars are in the blue horn, if it was a road bike position where I drop bars, my hands would be in the correct position. But because of my setup, my hoods are actually further forward. So I ended up being in this position and having to lean forward.
Okay.
Right. So I started to realize that, hey, there's something that is wrong here. So changing people's stem length because it just doesn't fit them. Although it's on paper or in the computer it fits them, but in reality it doesn't fit them. So I realized
Like
that
the way they ride.
correct. So I realized that my 90 stem, although on a road bike,
It's
if
perfect.
perfect for my setup, it's not. It's actually a bit longer. So I end up having to compromise by either moving my hands forward or moving myself forward. Then when I try to do it forward and try to get here, I realize that it's not comfortable because it's not this and thus. It's actually this and this. So
Puts more weight.
puts more weight on the back and on the strain. So I started to, but I still wanted to practice. So what I'll do is I will move back. Then I'll get in the position just to practice
Then
the
it's
position.
okay.
Yeah, then to feel the position. How is it? How I feel? And yeah, it is. Although you know I don't the position wise, I learned that it really works. So I started to do that, you know, on straights or on slope or going up. Incline,
uphill.
yep, I'll be in a position and I'll monitor my heart rate based on doing that to see whether this position
Lower the
It-
heart rate or higher.
correct in my heart rate or not. So and I realized that it works. You know, it works for me.
You have data.
Yeah, it works for me.
Less stress.
So I realized that yes, the biomechanics of the positioning of me when riding makes a difference. And the bike is the bike. Bike fitting is for me. Bike fitting is just getting the knowledge of what fits you in terms of the bike setup. Biomechanics is the whole. Is the science of you positioning your body when you're riding to be the most efficient.
I like your explanation.
Yeah, because and with your knowledge, when I ride with my other friends, I actually start to observe how different people ride, whether when they sit, how and like you know how they are, whether they are on the hoods all the time. But when hoods all the time, you know, is
Rocking.
yeah, are they rocking? Are the hips moving? So I start to notice, oh, like you know, why do some people always put their hands on the bar?
Ups.
You know, is it because it's too far? They're doing this. So I started to, with that I started to, but I, you know, usually I don't I would just keep it. I was like, okay, I'll try to figure out why is he doing this, why is he doing this, why is he doing this. If I put it by here, how do I feel? If I put it here, how do I feel? So I will practice on my own and try to copy and see what's the effect, and see whether with what I understand from your biomechanics in positioning, how you affect as the rider in your riding, the comfort feeling, the feeling, am I riding this same distance? I'm going to die, or am I riding it and okay, I'm able to recover. I was watching. I was searching for bike fitting videos and stuff and on YouTube, and so YouTube algorithm pull out CRZ. So I watched one video and that's interesting. I'm like, the thing is that when you talk about CRZ control, there's less emphasis on you need to change this part, 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 or then it will fit you. Which is what a lot of bike fitters sometimes will do. They say, this handlebar is too wide, you need to, which is true. If the handlebar is too wide, then you need to get it smaller. The stem is too wide, which is not wrong.
Correct.
But getting the bike to fit you is just one part of being able to ride efficiently, ride to the best of one's ability. I'm not trying to ride the same pace as a 20-year-old.
Of course.
You're
not going to the Olympics.
Yeah. So, but I want to be able to ride as efficiently as I can, based on what I'm able to deliver. So you talk about a lot about positioning and how to sit and it makes sense because it makes a lot of sense to me because it's no one talks about positioning. Everyone talks about you want to ride fast, you put it on heels, you rest, you put on here, put on top. But it's not as simple as that, because if you look at even if you look at the Tour de France riders and stuff like that, and you listen to their performance trainers talk, it's different. There's a lot of talk about discussion about body positioning, aero positioning, and I watch videos on aero testing of cyclists and what positions they are will give them the best aero positioning in terms of the wind. So even for me, like my Aerobars, this is the 4th set that I changed. The videos will give you the direction. The riders have to think of themselves, how they ride, how the positions. All these videos will just give you a direction. You have to understand the science, and I may not understand bike fitting, in terms of the system, but when you talk about biomechanics, you talk about positioning, it's something, it's not technical, it's not like super technical terms. You break it down into more layman terms that is easy to understand, that I understand. If I can understand, I believe most riders can understand. So when I listen to your videos, watch your videos, and I think, what's my positioning? How am I sitting? Am I using my core? So it makes me think, how is my riding position? Am I doing it correctly? Am I doing heel down, step up? Am I using my core to brace as I push my pedal, or am I just trying to pedal? But then if you're not using the core to pedal, no matter how you pedal, the core is not stabilizing the body. If the person is open to the idea, then I will gladly train videos. But it's a fine line. Some people, I think I'm okay. Okay, fine. You're good. That's right. If you think you're good, because I can't say I'm an expert. So I don't want to say, you should do this, then you'll be better.
I agree.
But if they don't, then who am I to say that? Hey,
I agree.
So for me, my knowledge is for myself.
Correct.
If someone wants to do it, want to learn, I say I can recommend you videos, but speak to coach. Then he has more experience in this. He can guide you better. He can see things that I don't see.
Support your local bike fitter.
Yeah.
If you don't know what size of bike you have, you don't have any friends, you don't have any community, I think we have certified, qualified bike fitters, especially in Singapore, who are there to help.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good idea for you to get professional help.
Yeah.
Just in case, after all your bike fitting, you want to go to the next level,
Yeah.
meaning now it's up to you.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, the bike fitting will make you comfortable on the bike, as best as technology can provide you. But my personal challenge for myself is to be able to ride as efficiently, as well as I can every time I ride. That I want to look at how can I bring myself to the next level. This knowledge alone is just for me to think about and to analyze on my own and see how I can use it for my ability to improve to the next level.
When I looked at your bike fit and I tried your bike, it's super comfortable. So I wanna give credit to who credit is due. I remember Alan of Performance Bike Fitter. I went to his shop. Wow, I was blown away.
Yeah.
His shop is one of the best high-tech bike fitting studios I've seen, even in Singapore.
Yeah.
And even I would recommend a lot of our friends to go to him as the first step, get the help that you need. And I think he did a good job with your bike.
Yeah.
But what we are going to be doing today, well, it's just you. You just wanted to learn more,
Yeah.
which is practical riding on the road.
Yeah.
And since I've already seen you bike in TMCR, that was the first step for me to observe your mannerisms and habit. We just have to decide together. Once we start changing your bike, just give me a chance to change your bike, and then right there and then, like on the spot. If it doesn't work, we put everything back. Fair enough. If you don't see any improvement today, everything's for free. Again, fair enough. It's just my offer to say that we want you to improve. That's why you came all the way down here. Okay? I have recommendations. I'm not going to explain to you why I changed this, why I changed that, so that there's no placebo effect. Just trust what you feel. And what you feel should be absolute. Not what YouTube says, or not what the book says, or what the manufacturer said. We have to depend on how you feel. And after that, I'm going to show you the video of your new performance. Then you can connect what you felt to what you've seen. What's our objective? We're going to make you a good climber. Not fast, good, decent climber. We're going to make you be able to sustain a speed at, say, 35 to 38 kilometers per hour, sustained. And be able to lower your heart rate while you're doing that. So we have to combine aerodynamics, sustainable power, lower heart rate, faster recovery. And I think with that, you are going to enjoy cycling. Good deal?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for allowing us to record your experience, because I'm very sure a lot of people can relate to you. Most people don't race.
I'm glad, yes, right, I say I don't have a 20-year-old engine in my body. I have a 53-year-old engine body. So for me, it's just to be the best, for me.
It's the best investment for us. We're not getting any younger. I'm turning 46. You're 53 years old. So I think cycling for us, the good thing about cycling, it's not going to destroy our knees, unlike running. So we can do this forever. And if we can influence the younger generation, that there are different alternative ways to solve a problem. There's no one, you cannot claim that this is the only thing. And that's what I always tell a lot of our friends. Don't claim that your solution is the only solution. Be ready, be open to learn things, pick up the good stuff, throw away the bad stuff. And that's the only way we can progress. So from there, let's proceed to the bike fitting area. And now that we have an understanding, I can fit you now. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good, very good. That was very insightful. So thank you very much for watching David's transformation. And hopefully you learned something and get inspired by this guy. Totally inspiring.